Supposedly, we're live. I never quite believe it. And I still haven't fixed my camera settings. Something looks wonky. But that's life. Is anyone out there? Have I started too early? I did set it to a different time, didn't I? Hold on. I want to update the title of this because I don't really want to do Ansible things today. Siri scares me. Okay. There we go. So, I'm sure I'll say this a number of times throughout stream. I'm tired today. Had a long day. Lots of fixing things at work. And I didn't really want to fix a bunch of stuff today on stream. So I thought, hold on, I should have left this in the box. I thought this Home Assistant, hey bud, hey, it worked today. Hell yeah. I thought this Home Assistant voice has been sitting in my closet for a couple of months now, and I haven't really been doing anything with it. Sorry, hold on. I haven't been doing anything with it because, well, I don't know. I'm all HomePodded up. I'm pretty deep in the Apple ecosystem for my day-to-day stuff, right? Like all of my coding and Homelab-y stuff is all very Linuxy. But, like, I've got an iPhone. It's a dumbed-down iPhone, but it's an iPhone. I've got AirPods. I've got a MacBook. And I've got the Apple TV. And I've got the HomePods. And my girlfriend has the entire same setup, right? So, like, the Apple ecosystem, pretty deeply ingrained, at least hardware-wise. I don't use Apple stuff. I don't use Apple software. Like, I guess I have Apple Music. I switched off of Spotify, but I don't really listen to a lot of music these days, which is weird for me. I've always been a huge music listener, but haven't been recently. I want to move to CDs and stuff and start actually buying some music, but that's a transition I need to wait for. But I'm not on other things. I don't have iCloud very much. So file storage, not really that big a deal. Now, I've been kind of thinking. So all of this to say, the HomePod is great for that because I'm already, like, I got the little beam feature from the phone. The sound quality is quite good on the HomePods and things. But Siri's getting really creepy these days. I don't know. And with, like, the impending doom of Gemini being what runs the AI Siri thing, I don't know. Like, just weird stuff has been happening. First off, Siri responds to a lot more non-Siri sounding things. But oddly enough, Siri hasn't responded once right now, and she is sitting on my desk. So that's weird. Two, last week I came home and Siri was just uttering a string of of letters and numbers to itself. That's fucking weird, man. That's not normal. That's not okay. It's not what we in the business would call okay. Do you know what I mean? So a new interest in Home Assistant has sparked because that's just weird, man. I don't like it. So, I don't know. We'll poke about. We'll see. I think today, more backstory. I've been working on, like, cloud deployments all day and stuff, and debugging a bunch of, like, Docker files and things. So I'm tired, and I really don't want to mess about with, like, Ansible configurations today, because that's yet another thing I don't know very well, and I don't have the energy for a bunch of new things I don't know very well today. poking around Home Assistant voice, though, can't be that hard. Right? I feel like I just jinxed myself. Yeah. So, I mean, Home Assistant is part of the Homelab that's already configured, right? And I know how to run, like, local LLMs. That's also not that hard. Hey, Plus, how's it going? TBH, I've lost my faith in US-based companies. You and everybody, man. Like, who's not on that boat at this point? Like, I don't know. I'm more comfortable on an Apple TV than like an Amazon Fire Stick, right? Like at least it's not doing the whole ACR thing. We're fairly sure. Apple has put a lot of its like reputation into being like the privacy company, but that only goes so far, right? Like I don't trust it. I just distrust it slightly less than Google. And definitely Amazon. Like, if I hold on, let's see. Is there a big tech tier list? Nice. I love this. Okay, hold on. Yeah. So today we're just gonna like poke about and have fun because I'm tired. And I thought the first thing we would do is put this on a tier list, right? Now, if Google and Facebook or Meta, well, I'm thinking we start like this, right? Facebook and Microsoft got to be the bottom of the barrel. Same with Amazon, right? As probably the least trustworthy companies. Meta would top my shit list. Yeah, exactly. Okay, you know what? Let's make it a reverse list. So S is like, nah, we got to do it this way. Otherwise somebody's going to clip this and be like, this idiot thinks Amazon is an S tier company. I don't want to deal with that. Right? So if we're ranking these, I think we're looking at something like this with Google over here. See, I really need to get AdGuard going again. I'm not currently running AdGuard and it's insufferable. Right? And I mean, I don't know why Linux is on here, but I guess the Linux Foundation counts. This is terrible. I need AdGuard so bad. Holy cannoli. Obviously, Valve goes up here, right? Right? But like, Apple's a solid B. Especially, their Neo, their MacBook Neo. I don't know. It's pretty cool. AMD, B tier. Maybe A tier. Who knows? I'm just saying. I'm not going to go through all these. That doesn't feel right. That's where I've got this. Okay? This is the rest of these inconsequential. Who cares? So that's my story. Anyways, back to yapping at the camera. I don't know why we went on that tangent. Tor is difficult. Tech is good, but almost all XID nodes are compromised. Oh, I did not know that. All right. So, yeah, tired. Apple's creeping me out. Teen loot box CS:GO casinos. Yeah, that wasn't great. But they're still probably, compared to everybody else, you know what I'm saying? They're pushing Linux. That's pretty good. 99% sales for the summer sale. I'll take it. Teen loot box CS:GO casinos. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Okay, so I kind of wanted to poke about this and start to think about de-appling my life a little bit more. The fact that I'm not on Apple software is nice, right? Like, I'm less stressed about that. And I do think I'll want to keep a Mac in the rotation for the most part, just for like, I hate derailing meetings because my hardware doesn't work properly. And every once in a while, that's just going to happen. Now, I am on Debian now, so who knows? But yeah, I don't know, just thoughts. So a couple of interesting things I found. LibrePods. Maybe that's what today's about. A little bit of like de-appling, right? I'm very appled up. I want to de-apple a bit. Now, the AirPods are still awesome. Like, they are admittedly really, really good earbuds, right? But the LibrePods seem to make them more accessible on Linux. I've never tried this. So I'm kind of curious if I can get my AirPods to work a little better on Linux. I never use them, basically ever. The big thing that matters to me is device handoff. I keep looking to the camera over there. I need to be looking to this camera. I don't care about the other features very much. I know I need transparency and noise cancellation and device handoff. These are the things, right? If I could get that working on my Linux machine, big step, big step towards de-appling, right? And if we can get this HomeAssistant guy working, that's another huge step. I also like the fact that if I get the HomeAssistant working, aside from the benefits of like, I can plug in my own local LLM, which, you know, LLMs stress me out way less if they're local. 2, it's smarter than Siri. And 3, I can plug my own speakers into this, right? Now, the HomePods, admittedly, really great sound for the size of them. But, you know, getting just flexibility on the speaker would be super cool. So, thinking about that. Yeah. So, I need to plug this into something. But yeah, we're going to poke about that. We're going to think about LibrePods and just like de-apple a bit today, because that sounds like a nice way to spend our time. There was no Samsung selection there. They got me. TV, soundbar, phone. Ah, they suck at software, so maybe unable to do more than selling the data. Interesting. Oh, okay. Where do we put Samsung? I owned a Samsung phone for a good amount of time. Oh, it's just not even here. We're just not even including that as a company. That's crazy. I think Samsung's a solid C. Solid C. Why do they make dishwashers? I don't know. Why do they make everything? All right. I feel like Dell, LG, HP, they're all the same. They're all the same in my mind. I know nothing about Huawei, and I don't want to make vague assessments about, well, it's a Chinese company. Who knows what that means? I'm not going to make that assessment. So, you know. Okay. So, where are my AirPods? I need to go grab those, and then we'll I don't know, maybe we'll test this out and see how it goes. I don't even know how to install it. And then we're going to hop on some Home Assistant stuff and see what we can do about that. And that's what we're going to do today. Okay. AirPods acquired. Excuse me. AirPods acquired. Let me just take this and plop that over there. Okay. And pull this over here. So, also, if you haven't seen, one of the members of our community created this Firefox extension called Feedless. It's the best no feed, or like remove the feed from stuff app I've seen so far. Like, this is what YouTube looks like without, or with it. It's pretty great, and it does a bunch of them. So, really enjoying that. Got some service technicians from Huawei at one of our data centers. When they started to take pics of everything, they were escorted from the area. Yikes. All right. Yeah, I can imagine that not going over well. So, install. Multi-device connectivity. Up to 2 devices can be simultaneously connected. I know that. I want device handoff. How do I install this on Debian? This is one of those things where it would be really cool to be on Arch Linux, you know, but because I'm sure it would just be in whatchamacallit. What am I talking about? In the, what's that thing the Arch Linux folks have? The AUR? Just be in the AUR? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Platform support. New version is in development. Okay, looks like they don't have a lot of progress here. Let's take a look at the Linux README. We may not be able to do anything today on this front. Your phone's Bluetooth MAC address. What? What do I need to do that for? Open SSL setup. Okay, looks like I have to compile this myself. This does not look ready. This does not look ready for prime time. Yeah, I don't think we're doing this today. Oh well, maybe one day. Okay. Home Assistant voice. I guess we're doing this. So I picked one of these up, as you all know, because I've been chatting about it. And I don't know. I want to see how it goes. Okay, so I need power. And luckily, we've got plenty of that. So, I'm going to borrow. I need to do cable management, man. Like, I haven't done any cable management in a while. And it shows. It shows in my Homelab. I really should see if Home Assistant folks want to sponsor my content. That'd be cool. Although I haven't made a video in a while, so I don't know how many people still. I don't know if anyone wants to sponsor my content right now. Well, that sucks. Okay. I'm surprised I didn't bang my head there. That was close. Okay. So, Home Assistant, plugging it in, seeing what it does. For instructions on setting up the device, scan the QR code or visit. I'm glad that we have just the URL. I hate that I need my phone for everything. So let's try this. Go.nabukasa. I kind of like that. Nabukasa. Voice. PE. Setup. I guess PE for Preview Edition. Home Assistant server. We've got that. For it to work, it needs to connect to Home Assistant, which is installed on a device to act as a server. For example, on a Home Assistant Green. If you do not have Home Assistant installed, no, we got that. If you already have Home Assistant, yeah, we probably need to update. I admittedly haven't updated my Home Assistant in a while. Is it 22? I think that would be under... whatever. Let's just do this. These are old documents. Plan compute. I didn't load up. That's nice. I didn't add that. Oh, I have that little device. Is it good? Have you been using it? How do you find it? Okay, this should be at 42 then. What's the Home Assistant port? I should... I also have it hooked up on my phone, so I should be able to see that. It's good, yes. I connected it to my local AI server to make it smarter. That's kind of what I want to do. Well, not kind of. That's what I want to do. So, thinking about it, I think I'll get like a pretty small local AI. What model are you running locally? Let's run some updates. So, yeah, this all looks good. But what? 8123. Okay. Hopefully I've got the right address. Ah. Looks like I don't. What the hell? Sorry, folks. I'm just poking through my phone to see if I can find out. Because, I mean, the app is hooked up. What browser are you using? This is Firefox. What browser are you using? GPT OSS. Okay, good choice. That probably makes sense. System. Maybe system? General? Tell me your IP. Network. It is 22. Why do I have it on 22? Okay, no, that is actually an interesting question. Why do I have that on 22? VMs. That's why I have it on 22. I feel like I just should have known that. Okay, let's update our documentation so we don't go through this again. 120B for N8N automations. Oh, cool. What are you using the N8N automations for? And how? What hardware are you running 120 billion parameter LLM on? That's super cool. Okay, hold on. Where were we? We were looking for HomeAssistant in our recent documentation, which should be, yeah, like this is straight up just wrong. Those are not the IPs. Did I change the IPs? Right? Because if we look at, if we look at plan, oh, not plan, index, right? We have these things. Interesting. These are for containers. Why would I have my Docker host and stuff over there? They're VMs. This is just wrong. I also don't like that I have these things on so many different places. And also Proxmox backup server is no longer a VM. So we can get rid of that. Like having this many different sources of truth, really not a good idea. Oh, very nice. The Minisforum MSS1. I think I read about that one. Let's take a look. MSS1. Max. All right. Is it going to show my... Okay, cool. That's not the one, right? We're looking for under mini PCs. It's crazy how powerful these mini PCs are, isn't it? Holy cannoli. That's not a cheap device, my friend. Very cool. Holy. Tariff insurance? And we will pay for all import duties. It is absolutely tragic that that's necessary. All right. Well, what are you going to do? Cool. So here we are. Has it shown off any of my information yet? No? Awesome. Love that for me. Okay. So in the Home Assistant UI, logged in to check if the user has administrator rights. We're good. The password to your 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network. Some routers default to the 5 gigahertz frequency. In that case, you need to specifically select the 2.4. Wow, that's a killer deal. 2.2. Oh yes, you mentioned on stream last conversation that it was you got it on a great deal. I guess with the whole RAM thing, these things are way shot up in price, right? Okay. So let me take a look and make sure that I've even got the 2.4 enabled. Wireless? Yeah, it's not even on. Well, in that case, gotta go to work. Take care. Well, thanks for dropping by. Have fun. I'm gonna pop this over. Actually, it doesn't matter. Whatever. So we're just gonna do that. Cool. Should work. So with that, we'll have our 2.4 gigahertz. But I don't know if these will communicate effectively. I guess we'll figure it out from there. I have no idea. Hopefully they resolve that and I don't have to use 2.4 gigahertz moving forward. But should work. Onboarding via phone. Onboarding via Bluetooth. If you don't want to use a phone and your Home Assistant has Bluetooth, either onboard Bluetooth or an ESP home device set up as a Bluetooth proxy. Well, I guess I'll have to use my phone. That's annoying, but I guess that's what we're doing today. Phone for everything. Using your iPhone/Android is the easiest way to connect your Home Assistant Voice Preview Edition to your Wi-Fi network. Have the thing installed and set up. Yep. Okay, so we do need to do an update, though. So if we go Settings... Should work. Let's pray. If everybody could just be real hopeful for me right now, because I have not had a good experience with updates lately. You know? So, that's something. We'll see. But at least I've got my peppermint tea. Because I've been drinking too much coffee, so I figured, what the hell? We'll switch it up. So, okay, well, nothing broke. That's cool. Love it when that happens. I'm not a huge fan of when all my shit breaks. You know? That's it's generally not. Oh, unless could be broken. No, right? It's just booting up. It's just booting up. It's just booting up, right? Right? Yeah. We're fine. Please? I'm really not in the... Oh! Okay. We're good. Thank God. I was so not in the mood to fix a bunch of stuff today. So, that's good news. I mean, I don't know where my... I think it's still sort of booting up. AI-generated images? Why would I want that? Yeah, I think it's still sort of booting up and finding all of my devices. Let's see how my phone's responding to this. In the meantime, what are you all working on these days? What's going on? How have you all been? Here's my Oh! Welcome to the new overview dashboard. This is different. That's why. I was really confused. Like, the dashboard was gone and I was like, holy shit, all my stuff's broken. We're doomed. But no, All looks well. Okay. Okay. So we've successfully updated maybe probably. That's good. Let's try doing the next steps. let's poke about. So okay, so this is all just like basics for setting up your phone, right? I think that's what that is. And I think my phone's all phoned up and ready to go. Let's just make sure we've got the right permissions for Home Assistant. So I go to settings and then apps. Is that even right? That doesn't sound right. Settings, apps, Home Assistant, permissions. Are we getting both like... Yeah, okay. I'm reading the Android one for iPhone. That's not going to work out well, you know, because they're not the same device. So I'm going to have a terrible time trying to follow the wrong instructions. Where the hell is privacy and security? Oh, there it is. Wow. I'm all over the place today. Just really, really bouncing. I wish I could show this on screen more easily, but my top-down camera, like the desk view camera, is on battery, and I don't swap out the batteries before every video. Honestly, the battery life on it is pretty pathetic, and I should have gotten something with like a dummy, like the whole dummy battery setup and everything. But I couldn't afford to spend that much on the desk view camera. Nathan, tell me what can I host on my Raspberry Pi 2B besides Pi-hole? Oh, on a Raspberry Pi 2B? I've never owned a 2B. I think my dad actually managed to host, or maybe it was on a Pi 3. What's really low powered? You might be able to do like a little music server. You're like with a big USB stick or something that could work. I wanted to host an XMPP server, but ARM architecture. Plus, none of my friends really want to go away from Discord. Yeah, that is the biggest struggle, right? The biggest struggle is like all the friends are on Discord or on insert normal service. You know, switched my OS Cam installation from iCam to Soft CSA today. Would run on a Raspberry Pi 2B. There we go. There we go. All the 2B fans are coming in. I'm still looking for Home Assistant in this list. Why can't I... Oh, it's because I'm looking for the wrong thing. Okay. So. Privacy and enable Bluetooth. Bluetooth, he says. Enable Bluetooth. Okay, we've got Bluetooth. I think we're chilling. Might also need to enable permissions for nearby devices. We're just going to see what happens. We'll see. Okay. So we've done this. You should see a warm, white twinkle animation. I am seeing that. Am I on the right camera view? I am, yeah. Okay, awesome. We've got that. We're chilling. If you have previously used this device, not a problem. Haven't done that yet. Okay, cool. If you're using your phone, open the Home Assistant companion app. If your Home Assistant has Bluetooth, open Home Assistant. If your Home Assistant has Bluetooth, open Home Assistant in a browser. I don't think it does. Adding the integration. Okay, go to Settings, Devices, and Services. Settings... Devices and Services. And under Discovered, you should see the devices Home Assistant-XX Improv via BLE. Okay. Configured. Ho, we do! I love it when things work. Okay, and we need to use that new 2.4 gigahertz fella we cooked up just moments ago, right? So I want to make sure wireless. Yeah, I called it 2.4. Okay. Please press its authorization button or consult the device's manual for how to proceed. I'm guessing I just pressed the middle button. Yeah, okay, tight. Got it. All right, this is coming along. Completing device discovery. Wi-Fi connected successfully. Love that for me. Add. Submit. Checking for updates. Okay, I'm guessing we're going to have to go through that. And then I should be able, after this, to take it from here. So you guys can actually see what's happening. We are making sure you have the latest updates. This may take a few minutes. Cool. Cool. Okay. So I'm probably going to need a different speaker, and then I'm going to need to think about music streaming. Moved HA to Raspberry Pi 4. Yes. That's probably plenty of juice. Okay. So I think that worked, but I'm not really sure. Settings, devices and services, and supervisor shopping list. It's none of these. None of these at all. Did it fail? Is it confused? What's going on with all this? That's weird. Everything seemed to be going swimmingly. And then it just maybe it's taking a second to reboot? Could be doing that. Because I think it updated. And now we're rebooting? Possibly? Could be that. Or it just died. It just died. Off rip. It just went, I've had enough. I don't want to manage your home. Your home sucks. Oh, no, it's under ESP Home. Okay, I'm just an idiot. Okay, so if we pop back here, it's this thing. Cool. All right. I guess now what? LED ring? Cool, I can leave that on permanently. Can I try using it? Okay, Naboo. Cool, it made a little sound. Do you guys all hear that? Okay, Naboo. Don't embarrass me, bro. I just said you made a little sound. Don't embarrass me in front of the audience. Okay, Naboo. There we go. Nice. And it pings you with stuff. All right, that's great. I don't have any media loaded up into HomeAssistant stuff, so I guess we can start poking around with this. See, the thing is, I don't have my HomeAssistant set up with much yet. Like, there's no media here, but I guess we'll make progress at some point. Right? So it's doing voice detection pretty well. What? Help me. What? So it's making the sounds, right? Oh, this is like, wait, which Home Assistant is this? Scenes, automation, scripts, configuration, disabled entity, beta firmware, no, assist. Okay, so we have a lot. We have a lot of stuff. But I guess I didn't get this wizard though. If you are connected to Home Assistant Cloud, the Cloud Assistant is used. Your job is done here. If you're not connected to Home Assistant Cloud, you will see a step. You will see a step, what hardware do you want to use? If you choose Home Assistant Cloud, you'll do all this. If you choose do it yourself, okay, I didn't see any of that, right? If you have low power hardware, this option is not recommended. Weaker Home Assistant hardware can lead to slow speech processing. Select setup with apps. Results, the required apps are being installed, Whisper and Piper. On the integrations page under Discover, add the Whisper and Piper integrations. Okay. I see. So, is this under my devices? Why didn't I get the installer setup process? Ideal if you don't have a powerful system at home. You can use media mounts now in recent HA versions. Really? Okay, that's great news because, well, we spent many a stream setting up our NAS. I would really like to be able to use it. Was that really not available before? That's kind of a pain. I hear there's some really good like media streaming services that hook into Home Assistant. The voice assistant device. Okay, what's happened here? My voice assistant understands me and processes the command, but I don't get a voice response. I feel like I'm jumping the gun here, but I just didn't get this configuration wizard, and now I'm a little bit confused. Controls, events, assist. What is this? What is an assist satellite? You can set the sensitivity. That's cool. Wake word. You can have 2 wake words. Wow. Scripts. Use device as action. Dude, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Light. Toggle. Before you could use scripts in the config YAML to mount NFS and SMB, but it was a pain. Interesting. Add target. Okay. Sure. Light toggle? I feel like I should be reading somebody's blog on this. This is super confusing, and I don't know how to do, like, I don't have any of the Home Assistant, like, voice stuff set up yet. I'm not using their cloud service. I know I could set up like a Docker Compose here with Whisper, Piper, and an LLM. Okay. How would I go about doing that? Home Assistant, voice, Whisper, Piper, LLM question mark, and see what we get. Complete Norwegian LLM. Cool. The simplest and most effective way to use Assist is to leverage the voice providers included in Home Assistant Cloud. Yes, I know you're pushing Home Assistant Cloud on me. It would be way more fun if I did this myself. Whisper is an open-ended speech model. It will try to transcribe everything. Slower processing. 8 seconds to process incoming voice commands. On an Intel NUC, it is done in under a second. Okay, so we're going to want some juice for this. Text-to-speech engine. For text-to-speech, text-to-speech, we have developed Piper. Piper, oh, that's theirs. That's cool. Huh. Demo. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. I don't know how to spell Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Voice model is not set. Okay. I have to upload my own model. All right, well, let's download a model. Let's go ahead and pick an English model. Does anybody have a favorite? If not, we're going with Norman. Norman Medium. Okay. How do I even download these appropriately? What is the process here? Is this looks very Git-y? Do I clone? Clone repository. Cool. This download the model curl. All right. Hugging face. There's a hugging face CLI. Okay. So we're just doing a bunch of figuring out right now, I guess. Sure. Why not? We still use setup tools? I thought that was dead. I think I actually wrote an article called Setup Tools is Dead, Use Poetry instead. But now it's been superseded by UV because why not write it in Rust? Cool. Command. Failed to install Hugging Face Hub. Awesome. Okay. I love that their solution is just to give you this. That's like the best option we've got. Installing the CLI. We have Python, creating a virtual environment. The virtual environment already exists. Installing, upgrading Hugging Face CLI. Installation output suppressed. Set HF CLI verbose pip1 for full logs. No module named pip. Seems like we've got a module named pip, doesn't it? Huh? Right? Right? There it is. Right there. Crazy. Crazy. Disable pip version check. So this is the command. Let's yoink that so that still no module named pip. Interesting. So it's created a virtual environment with this Python in it. Why is it doing all that? What kind of nonsense is this? What is this script? Okay, hold on. So that might actually be the best approach. I don't have UV. Oh boy. Make sure the HF CLI is installed. Download the model. All right. Python UVX. I tried to follow network chucks method, but it was a little outdated. Updates for HA and VA are frequent. Yeah, tried VA with a Raspberry Pi Zero, and originally tried running Whisper and Piper on the Pi as well. Not enough juice. Definitely want to run them somewhere more powerful. Yeah, makes sense. My voice is my passport. I think I missed the reference. I feel bad. All right. Why is... Oh, for the love of Christ. Hey, Dixie, how's it going? I'm trying to get HomeAssistant working. But we are so far struggling. AI ball. Cool. Okay, so... Wow, this guy's got a 5060 Ti for this. That's pretty wild. Sneakers, a classic. So what the hell is this thing up to? We're running Open WebUI and a llama. Okay. Cool. You can access Ollama through OpenWebUI on your host's local IP and port 8080. When you first access, you need to create an account for further use. Afterwards, you can download the LLM model you want from either Ollama or Hugging Face page. Cool. He's using Qwen. Here you enter to pull a model from ollama.com. Okay. He's got a speech to text and text to speech. So he's got the LLM stack as a separate stack from the Whisper Piper stack. Interesting. You're not struggling. You are growing. Living, loving, laughter. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. What was I trying to do? Why am I trying to run these LLMs locally anyways? Let's just grab this. After starting the environment, you can access Ollama through OpenWebUI. Yeah, true. Okay. And then looks like we can pull a model from ollama.com. All right, let's go CD projects. I played around with some LLM stuff earlier. So we're just gonna do one of these because the beauty of not running everything through Kubernetes anymore is that I can just copy paste people's Docker composes. Right? Isn't that the glory? I wonder what I could run on that true. Because I've still got my zimaboard too, and I wonder how much, like, if you could run a really small model, like how much intelligence is required to interpret turn off my lights. You know what I mean? Like, it can't be that much. I'm not asking this thing to be brilliant. I'm asking this thing to turn off the correct lights. Now, maybe that takes more intelligence than I think, but I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the problem. You know what I mean? But who knows? Who knows? Yay, yoinking. Man, I gotta make a YouTube video. It's been too... Oh, okay, come on. Remove Docker PS. Image container ID. Is it RM? Or do I need to do like a Docker PS kill? I forget. Docker PS kill? Something like this. Tor Foundation. What's up? Tiny dolphin. You can do it, little dolphin. All right. So what's my play here? I forget how to kill a service. I've got to kill a Docker process and container with this ID, plus remove the I guess I don't need to remove the image. Cool. I forget how to do this. I do love the little Claude-P. Wish it was a little faster. It's pretty sweet. Docker stop. Okay, that gives me... I don't really need anything but this. So, cool. Error response. Container name is already used by container. You have to remove or rename that container. How do I remove? So I've killed the process, the container ID. Is that enough? Relearning some basic Dockerisms. Fun. Could not select device driver. NVIDIA with capabilities. GPU. Okay, well, looks like we're going to have to take a look at this guy. NVIDIA. Driver NVIDIA capabilities GPU. Whoops. Reservations devices. So what? I need to do some pass-through. For older versions of Docker, you might need to use environment method, environment NVIDIA visible devices. Is it annoying to you if the text was larger? No, that's fine. We could do that. I forget often, so thank you for reminding me. Okay. So, well, we can always just try this environment root. I don't think that's going to work, but hey. Whoops. What's the worst that could happen? Sure, we're in Oslo today. Why not? Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. Error response from daemon. And let's go ahead. Let's go. Boom. And we'll hit it with one of these and be like, what's up with that? And that's how we solve things in 2026. We just yeet it. Why do you need to read that? We just yeet it at Claude. Happening on your prod Docker VM. No, it's not. Check if NVIDIA Container Toolkit is enabled. I didn't know about that, actually. NVIDIA Container Toolkit. I don't have that hooked up at all. Huh. Interesting. So, okay, this is grab what? Grab the certificates. NVIDIA Container Toolkit. Cool. I'm sorry, I thought it was possible to configure everything directly in HomeAssistant via add-ons. Am I wrong? You might not be wrong at all. I might be down some crazy rabbit hole. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I've sort of just been like, I was kind of tired today and didn't want to do like real work. And so I just started poking at HomeAssistant. I did no research prior. So yeah. Font size is okay on a 60-inch screen. Okay. So yeah, okay, this is happening on your prod Docker VM, which has GPU pass through the error. Oh, I don't have GPU. Oh, no, the VM would have GPU pass through, so that's right. The error means NVIDIA Container Toolkit isn't installed or the runtime isn't configured. I wonder if our friend over here who wrote the blog talked about that. NVIDIA graphics card. Okay. Therefore, I had to look in the most cost-effective GPU with enough memory to run larger models. Okay. How does our friend here talk about configuring? Not really. Just says we're on Ubuntu 24.04. Yeah. So we would have to figure that out. Remember having to install Whisper and Piper somewhere, then you have to add integrations in HomeAssistant to get them to talk and configure. Yes, that much I know I have to do. Right now I'm trying to get this Docker Compose to work properly with my NVIDIA graphics card. Actually, this is on my workstation with the 5070 Ti Debian testing. So I think this does look right. I think we're just going to need to do the toolkit thing. Same fixes apply? Yeah, of course. I don't know why I said that. Okay. I wonder if this would run on a Jetson. Is that the like NVIDIA like AI super thing? Like home super processor. Works, but NVIDIA Toolkit is installed. If works, yeah, I think this is it. I'm gonna guess. Yep. Wait, what local LLM is that? Is that OpenClaw? No, this is just Claude. Good old-fashioned Claude. I'm not like deep in the LLM sauce, so I'm not doing anything very fancy. Okay, we're not on stable. We're on testing. I wonder if NVIDIA has instructions for non-stable. Okay. So I think we're just going to grab this. Claude on the terminal? Yeah. Good old Claude, right? Good old Claude code. And then I have an integration with NeoVim, which is actually really quite nice. Not really. It's the NVIDIA Raspberry Pi with Tiny CUDA. I have one, but it only runs ASCII Aquarium at the moment. There's an NVIDIA Raspberry Pi? What the heck is going on? Raspberry Pi Jetson? Huh. Versus NVIDIA Jets. I didn't know this was a thing. This is cool. $2,000. I mean, I guess that's for this crazy one. Interesting. Huh. Okay, so when I said it's like the mini supercomputer at home, this is what I was thinking about because of the cost, I think. Or maybe that's Spark. I'm not sure. Anyways, where were we? We're going to do this, right? We're going to get the container toolkit. Okay, and then is this accounting for the new method? I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean, they're still using apt-get. So who knows? Who knows what's going on here? But either way, just gonna yellow. Variables cannot be bracketed. Ugh. Okay, so I've been using fish, and like I am not using fish in the future. This is terrible. Like honestly, it's pretty awful. I'm like constantly running up against, hey, this like bashism from a script that you're copy pasting, or even like I tried to do simple substitutions. Like I tried to do what did I try to do? Tried to do like a user mod -ag something, and then I was like, oh crap, I forgot who I am. So I did a who am I, and it doesn't let you do that. That just like exploded. So yeah, that was not the best thing I've ever experienced. Could not select driver. Okay, so we did this. Oh, this export is no longer valid, right? Let's try this. Let's just pop back in. Could not select device driver NVIDIA with capabilities GPU. I might need to reboot for this, which kind of means we're like dead on arrival for testing this out. Right. Oh. Let's do this. Yeah. The NVIDIA documentation is pretty unimpressive right now. Not gonna lie. I was curious why just Claude is different than other AIs in any ways. I like Claude. I mean, I like Claude better than ChatGPT. I use Claude at work, so nothing in particular really. Like did I not? That sucks. It seems to be better than ChatGPT for codey things. That's about it, but that's it really. It works in my terminal, which is a big plus for me. I haven't really thought through my choices of LLMs all that much. I just kind of chug along with Claude because it seems to work really well, and that makes me happy. So, yeah. Do you have any thoughts or like do you have a favorite AI companion or tool? I'm open to all sorts of suggestions and things. Okay, so we did this, didn't we? Let's try this. It is recommended that the Docker daemon be restarted, which we did. See, that wasn't in the docs unless it comes later. Oh, it comes later. Interesting. Okay. Containerd for Kubernetes? No, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. That's a rabbit hole I don't want to jump down again. Cool. All right. Well, that just works after you do all that. That was not that bad, to be honest. Really could have been a lot worse. Okay. So OpenWebUI is on 8080. So we should just be able to pop over here. Wait, what's all this then? What? Okay, cool. Nathan. I don't know. Wow. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Now, how do I use... Let's look at our friend's blog again. Okay, in this setup, as I earlier have mentioned, I'm using Quen. Go to user icon, admin panel settings, models, download button. All right. Settings. Oh, these looked grayed out to me. I didn't realize I could use these as options. Okay. Admin settings, probably. Admin panel settings, models. Settings, models. Cool. Import? No. Manage? Haha, there we go. Cool. We can delete models, create... This is... All right. This feels very... There is an API and it was like an interface was auto-generated around it. You know what I mean? Not to disparage this. This is, you know, it's good. It's good. But that's the vibe I'm getting. Okay. Launch Claude. What? Launch Claude Code, Codex, OpenCode, and more, powered by the best open models. Really? So you can run the Claude Code CLI with... I didn't know that. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. I thought there would have been a much deeper integration. I use so little AI, but somehow I defaulted to DeepSeek. Don't know why. I mean, DeepSeek had a lot of hype sometime last year, so I totally understand why, you know, if you're not paying, like, keeping up with AI stuff, right? Why, like, it makes sense that you would go, I remember that thing, the DeepSeek thing, and then just, like, pick it, you know? Because it's like, well, yeah, there it is. I remember. That makes perfect sense to me. I didn't know you could run Claude Code with another model. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I mean, I feel like OpenCode just does the Claude Code thing, right? The open source AI coding agent. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I mean, I guess maybe I'll try OpenCode, since I guess I can probably plug in Claude. I'll do that at some point at work, maybe. Yeah, I get a lot of time to, like, play around with AI stuff at work because it's, you know, it's a big thing. Big thing right now is, can you learn to be proficient with AI tooling? And I'm not an AI maximalist, and I'm not like a strong AI doomer. So I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, if some of the tooling is sometimes really useful, so I'm happy to give it a shot, right? Download canceled. Weird. Why did this not... Oh, okay. Wait, no, there's Quen 3.5. So what happened with all that? You know? You know what I mean? Why are we what are we doing? Download canceled. Failed to pull model. Error while pulling model. Failed to pull model. Manifest unknown. Model not found. Okay. I guess we'll find out soon. Pull it through CLI. Yeah, but then I gotta drop into the Docker shell. Does it give me a shell from here? Web search? Oh, cool. Integrations. Open terminal. What is this? A lightweight self-hosted terminal that gives AI agents and automations tools, a dedicated environment to run commands, manage files, and execute code. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm good for now. But let's see. What can we do? Manage tool servers? That's not what we're doing. Why is pulling models not working? That's the real question. Manage. Okay. Ollama. Pull a model from ollama.com. Update all models. All models are up to date. Didn't blow up. There he goes again, just plugging in the same thing he did earlier. What GPU are you using to power this? This is actually just running on my main workstation, so a 5070 Ti right now, but that is not what's going to go into production later. But with Ollama, pull it through CLI. Yes. Okay. I mean, so this is inside a Docker container at the moment, right? So if I wanted to drop into the CLI, I would have to, I mean, I guess I should just know how to do that. Who are we kidding here? Let's do a little, hey Claude, how do I jump into the Docker shell, in the shell for my Docker container Ollama, found in, what's the name of the file? Obviously, it's Docker Compose. Sorry, friends. I know I'm asking a lot of really obvious questions right now. Sleepy. Long day. Long day. There we go. That'll probably do it. We'll do a Docker PS and make sure. I think that'll work. Yeah. Tight. So, Ollama? Chat with model, launch Cloud Code, launch Codex. I don't even what is the difference between Claude Code and Codex other than the models that are available, right? I didn't realize those mattered at all. Okay, so there's Ollama run. I want to do a pull, I guess. Can I do that? Ollama pull. Qwen 3.5 9B. So that works. Huh, interesting. Lots of love. Hello, hello, Home Assistant voice. That's what we're working towards, right? Neato. Thank you. Qwen 3.5 latest as the tag, possibly. I mean, this is working. It's just not working through the interface for some reason. So that's interesting. I am really interested in the Docker model runner. I mean, I guess with you could just stack Ollama. You could add Ollama to the stack and then it's not that big a deal. But the Docker model runner does seem really cool if you don't need all of this shenanigans as well. Search a model. Okay, so that, we've got that model now. What is it? Can I do a model -- list? Error unknown command. How about... Oh, right. Ollama models list? Ollama help? Oh yeah, also hello. Hello! I had the same problem when I was playing around with it, but no probs when pulled via Ollama. Isn't that strange? Okay. Serve, create, show. Show information for a model. Oh, it's just an Ollama list. Okay, we've got Qwen 3.5b. Or 9. Qwen 3.5 : 9b. So I think what we're finding is that this maybe I'm getting the feeling that these are not connected properly. Do you know what I mean? Right? This Open Web UI is not finding the models on my Ollama. Maybe I need to do some configuration. It's kind of the way that I'm feeling. And maybe that's why the pull didn't work. That would make sense. So I'm getting the feeling that these are not connected properly. Okay, why would that be the case? Let's do an exit. Take a look at our Docker Compose. So app backend data. So here's Open Web UI. Here's my Ollama. Data Ollama root. Cool. They don't seem to be talking to one another. Now, I didn't read the blog, right? So maybe there's a step. After starting the compose, you can access Ollama through OpenWebUI on your host's local IP and port 8080. You need to create an account. Afterwards, you can download the LLM model you may want from either Ollama or Hugging Face. Okay, so that seems to have just worked TM for our friend over here. It did not just work for us, but you don't see it if you refresh WebUI. Not yet. Let's maybe do a Docker compose down, and then we'll just bring it back up, see what happens. Why am I doing all this when I could do this? What? Docker PS. Oh, interesting. This is still here. Docker. Whoops. Let's do a claude-p. How do I get rid of this? Boom. I think that's what's happening. My experiment from last night is polluting this experiment. And that's, you know, not awesome. Okay. So now, are we for real right now? There's literally nothing running. In use by container, this guy. Okay, so it's not running, but I don't know. I guess there is a container registered. You have to remove or rename the container. Okay. How do I just bring it back up without it trying to create new ones? That's not my goal. Strange conflicts happening. So we did a, maybe I can just grab this and do the same thing. Docker RM. Cool. Okay. Docker PS. Should be running. 10 seconds ago. Okay. And I have to redo this crap, which is a little annoying. Oh, wait, no. I was totally wrong. I don't have to redo this crap. It's there. Hey, and look, my model's there. Okay. So it looks like we had an issue. I think I was accessing the old OpenWebUI that I experimented with yesterday. It's a little annoying. Does a log or trying to start with -d give you anything valuable? It gave me the name of the existing container, so I just gave it the RM, the good old RM, and we were good to go. But yes, good call. Okay, so here's Quen. Now, I still want to see if we've fixed our problem. So if I go models, here's Quen. Cool. Let's do an import. Nope, not an import. Let's do a settings. Now let's do a manage. Let's do a manage. And I don't know, what are the cool kids up to? Like what does anybody know what the cool kid models are? Because I don't. What's Luffum? Does it matter? Why am I spending all this time thinking about this? Right? We're just doing an experiment anyways. Like, there's no way I get this all hooked up. Bind mounts definitely help. Yes. I'll definitely have some strategy for storing LLMs. I was thinking I can keep the models on my TrueNAS and then mount them so that, you know, I don't have to download every single time. Dolphin. It can say bad words. This one? All right. Dolphin it is. Dolphin latest. Boom. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. So we fixed the connectivity issue. Awesome sauce. Great. What is Minimax? I'm glad people have opinions. This is helpful. Minimax M2 series, model for coding agentic workflows and professional productivity. Ah, very cool. It is cool that I can test out open source models now and teach you to cook meth. Oh, I probably don't want to do that on stream, you know? I mean, I probably don't want to do that at all, but you know, still. Um, okay. So, how big is this model? I'm really curious. Cloud. Okay. I want to know more about. I want to know more about this now. Model, self-improvement, productivity. Nice. I love that it's driving productivity, TM. Okay, cool. Off stream for sure. If you want the model you are running to be closer to the GPU. What do you mean by that exactly? K Minimax. Ozzy, can you expand on that? That would be I'm curious now. Okay. I don't know. I hate starting these random. I don't know. Tell me a fun fact about the Roman Empire. Why not? I guess. It's cooking. It's really got to think. It's like deep in the think tank about the Roman Empire, I guess. It's probably loading up the model into memory. Yep. I can hear the jets turning on my computer. What is workspace? Wait, that chat just died as soon as I clicked off? That's annoying. Oh, wait. No, it's still cooking. It's not cooking? Regenerate. Try again. Because you didn't write anything. Generally not. Versus bind mounted to your NAS. I see. Yeah. I hear it cooking. It's just not producing output. So that's like, you know, generally not what you want to see. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back, by the way. Let me see. Do I remember? Do I got this? Got this? We still haven't done BRB? What's going on? Maybe it thinks that the Roman Empire wasn't fun. Well, I haven't done a lot of reading on the Roman Empire yet. It doesn't sound like it was a lot of fun. That's for sure. I like that one has two of me. I'll be right back. Where's my BRB screen? Boom. Okay. 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 Hello, how's it going, Northern Chimp? Caligula seemed fun. Yeah. If you're storing your models on your true NAS, then the model needs to be fetched over NFS and leads to network delays instead of direct I/O access. Doesn't it? I mean, you'll have the initial delay, right, from like fetching the model and loading it into memory. But if it's all in memory, shouldn't be like after the initial delay, it's chill. That would be my understanding. Okay. Is that your understanding as well, or am I totally off? Thought for a minute. Holy, it just got lost. Okay, I'll write the garum fact, and then it just gave up. Boy. Okay. Let's go ahead and delete that. So Quen is maybe struggling a little. Unloads in 5 minutes. Give me ideas. My understanding is that isn't fully true. Oh, interesting. Okay. New chat. Huh? Dude, what is going on? How does this work? What is this? Eject? Keep in sidebar. Okay. Cool. Explain options trading. Psh, that sounds like a good idea. The LLM is not playing ball. No, it's not. Is it not YouTube friendly to use the Claude distilled version of Quen? I think that's totally fine. I just didn't see it on Olama. Let's see. Claude distilled Quen? I heard about that. This guy? Is it on Olama? Seems fine. Can I even load that though? 17 gigs. I cannot load that in my GPU. So, is it good? I haven't heard much. I just, you know, read that it existed. Dude, it's just all right. We're ejecting this. This is not it. All right, Dolphin. Tell me a fun fact. You want your live model to be more directly accessible and the same for your output files. Okay. There are down to 4B. Okay. We can take a look at that. I mean, I'd love to just get something to produce a response for me. It seems, I think the thinking models struggle, and I don't know why. Thought. I click it and then the chat disappears. This is terrible. Okay, wait. I have like 6 chats going. All right. We're going to delete. Cool. It's didn't do anything. Nice. Nice. So yeah, the thinking models seem to just not work well with this. Locally thinking model got a very high overhead. Okay. So maybe we try something without thinking. What is this? All right. What is playground? Completions. All right. Cool. Hello? Yeah, okay. Who knows what's happening here? You are probably competing for model VRAM, right? So I tried, right? I did eject the previous one, so I think we're still loading Dolphin 3. Maybe that's, but why is it acting like it's produced a response, right? Let's try a really small one. Why still fish split screen? Why still fish split screen? That's a good question. So I guess we'll try a smaller model. So we got Quen 9B. I guess the thinking models just really chug. Oh, we got a bloop type of thing. Did it do something? Why does clicking that lead me away from the chat that I like? What? All right, let's. How do I find models that are not thinking-y? Any knowers? I would just like a model that responds would be nice. 0.8, that's tiny. It's a tiny little model. All right, Quen 2B. We're gonna do a 2B, right? That's, oh, it produced something. We got there in the end. How much thinking did it was that all load time? How did the Roman Empire Oh, hey, there we go. Now it's really chugging. So that was mostly load time, it looks like. Okay. And now I can eject it. Sometimes they get stuck in circular thinking. They keep internally repeating the same process. I found that reducing the temperature a bit helps with this. Okay, cool. Well, there we go. We got Dolphin to say something about the Roman Empire. Awesome. Only have one session open at a time. Okay, cool. Well, there's some local modeling, I guess. That's probably not the way I wanted to phrase that. So if I wanted to do the HomeAssistant voice thing, I need to pick a really small model, and probably not a thinking model, right? Does it show tokens per second? It's a good question. I like that question. Also, hey, Kid Cool, I didn't say hi to you when you dropped in. How's it going? Okay, so let's pop back over here, and integrations, code interpreter, cool. Where? I don't know why I'm using this like really sassy, sarcastic tone today. Cool. Like, this is kind of cool. This is fun. I don't know why I'm being an asshole. Okay. Admin settings. What are we looking for here? Tokens per second. So where would that be? Tokens? Nope. Functions, evaluations, and analytics. Well, okay. So messages, tokens. What is win-loss? Interesting. Okay. I don't know how to turn that on, but maybe we can do a little search up. Open web UI, tokens per second. Looks like everyone's interested in this. Which, you know, makes sense. Okay. Sorry, I just glazed right over that. My brain is so tired today. All right, let's see if we can get Quen to work this time. So, because I don't really want Dolphin hooked up. You know what I mean? Like, if this is what I'm having run my home, I don't want it to, like, claim that it's Mecha Hitler, like Grok or something. I would really prefer that it kind of stay reasonable. So let's do this. Let Quen load up and not click it. Local AI container is more verbose about... Whoa, it just went! Holy shit. You know, I gotta say, it's really impressive that even these little models can do stuff like this. Like, that's a 9 billion parameter model that just built a website. I know, it's not a good website, right? But it's still impressive. Okay, so yeah, I guess it just gets stuck on itself. So let's take a look. Temperature, default. Let's drop the temperature a little bit and see, as long as we don't get messed up. What GPU do you have that's so fast? 5070 Ti. Kid Cool says, I wasn't using this interface, but every question I asked on whatever model, it showed me TPS, and I changed models based on that to find something that worked for me. Cool. Okay. Let's just mess around. Do all the optional enhancements. Let's see what it does. I'd be interested to hook it up into like OpenCode or something now. I've never really done that. Peru. Free models included, or connect any model from any provider. Include Claude, GPT, Gemini, and more. Cool. What is Zen? Reliable, optimized models for coding agents. Oh, okay. This is their like thing. Low-cost coding models. Another one. Why do I have to log into this? That's my question. Desktop app or IDE extension. Cool. Here's a full production-ready implementation with all optional enhancements. Not quite. Not quite. Thanks. But the CSS isn't loading. I think that's what's happening. Cool that it's just got this like web browser built in though. I do gotta say a lot of the tooling is impressive. But yeah, it seems like Qwen's a little slow. It went 1990 mode website. Dude, part of me really wants to just make my website like that. Yeah, it seems like Qwen doesn't reliably end up producing a response. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that Claude one at some point. See if I can figure out how to download it. Also, what's up with this Minimax? Model self-improvement, driving productivity, build a complex agent harness independently to accomplish highly complex productivity tasks. Is this just another like cloud provider that is somebody's preference? Not to say that's a bad thing. Thanks for offering your thoughts and opinion. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Yeah, okay. Holy cannoli. They are expensive plans. Cool. Build self-improvement agent harness. What do they mean by that? Okay. It's trying. Oh, it tried. It failed. Okay. It produced 2 versions. Interesting. Oh, wait. There's font happening there. All right, whatever. So, yeah. That's something. Buy the $1,500 right now. It's a good deal. You're so right. I need this right now. I should definitely throw my rent at it. For sure. Okay, so we've successfully set up a little AI stack. What would we need to do to get this into Home Assistant? I mean, well, let's go back to reading our friend's blog. I keep saying our friend. I don't know this guy, but, you know, just like we're all part of the... Anybody who writes blogs about their experience, part of the community, friend. Okay. Select the box Control Home Assistant if you would like to control entities. So I think... Oh, right. Right. So I go back to Home Assistant, which is here, and then I do an integration, right? I go Settings, Devices, and Services, and then we do an Olama thing, right? Yeah. And then we got to point it at the right thing. System disable, rename, reload. Where is edit? Where is edit? 2 services. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's the pencil icon. Because of course it is. Of course. Of course it's the pencil icon. Okay. So let's try this again. Conversation, sure. Add label, enable service. Cool. How do I adjust that part at the top? Services, entities, reload, rename. Let's try rename. Sure. Sure. That's the way to do it. Okay. What's my IP? 50. Cool. Man, the stream wasn't set at live when I got in here, and I had to reboot after updates. So what's up? Let's try this again. Hey, Tim. How's it going? Yeah, my bad. Okay. So reload. So should still be running. Why would they type edit in all that empty space when they could draw the tip of a small pencil? Yeah, I suppose that's fair. Suppose that's fair. Hashtag modern design. Failed setup, we'll try. Really? Isn't that interesting? Okay, because we do have, if we do like a Docker PS, we have Olama, and we've got that on 11.434. Is that what it's doing here? It is. So this should technically work, and if we do an HTTP at here, whoa, wait, that's not what I wanted. Olama is running. Okay, so Olama is running. No, my bad for needing you to say hi again. Not your fault. Was my internet things. No worries. Okay. So Olama's definitely running, and HomeAssistant is like, nah, bro, it's not running. Wonder why? Check the logs. Why not put the logs there so I can check them? You know what I mean? It'd be nice. You know what? Okay. Where are the logs? Where are the logs? Why is this not cool? Yep, that's I'm here now. But where did the logs go? They're just, and we're reinitializing? Why not? Add conversation agent. Failed to add agent. The configuration is disabled. Cool. And so this isn't a drop down, even though it's an arrow. It looks like a drop down. All right. I'm struggling here. For some reason, every time I need a container log to debug something, it's always empty or with some pointless information. Yeah, I haven't been impressed with a lot of container logs in my life. So it's sort of crash looping. Seems to be what's happening here. Check the logs. Why not? All right, let's delete this and maybe reconfigure. Add service. Okay. Boom. Finish. Okay. Add conversation agent. This is... Does it just download it for me? Download it. Great. Let's use that one. Okay. Submit. Finish. All right. It just worked this time. Cool. Add to dashboard. No. Okay. So there's a conversation agent. I suppose the question is, how do I have a conversation with it? That would be cool. Again, I'm sorry I sound so sassy today. I don't know what's good. I think I'm just sleepy. How did you fix it? I just deleted it and started over. So there we are. Scene script, add. No. How do I use the conversation? Yep, that's that. Reload, entity, add conversation agent. No, that's there. I want to talk to it. Okay. Home Assistant Olama. And let's see. Okay, so the Olama integration adds a conversation agent in Home Assistant powered by local Olama server. Correct. That's what we've done. Yeah, so we've got this. We don't need an API key. We've done this. We've done this. If you want to experiment, we recommend exposing fewer than 25 entities. Sure. I just need to know how I have the conversation. I think there is some config required in one of Piper or Whisper. I'm going to start just by like texting it, right? That should be sufficient for now. So AI tasks are just like what? Sort of recursive, triggerable tasks, I imagine. Okay. Can I create a new dashboard or something and then put it on that dashboard? I naturally don't have the map dashboard because, you know, you guys are pretty cool, but I don't want you all to know where I am. So, cool. AI, sure. Can I do a llama? How do you... all right, icon. A/B testing, because we're A/B testing. Create. Okay, awesome. Now if I go to services, or settings, devices and services, Olama, right? And then not this option. This option? Add to dashboard? AI. Boom. Go for it. Okay. Well, we got there, I think. How can I assist? I don't know. So I gave it control home, like Home Assistant. So turn off Nathan. Turn off desk light, desk strip light. See what happens. Holy shit! It worked. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. Hold on. Wow. Let's see if we can make you guys see this. Okay. Note this blue light over here, right? I can't be trusted to not dox myself on a live stream. I'm pretty sure I've doxed myself before. So, you know, don't feel too bad. I've been doing this for... how long have I been streaming now? Not quite a year, right? Not quite a year? I've doxed myself at least once, I think. Okay, so... well, now I'm actually kind of jazzed. This is pretty cool. So we have desk strip. We have the two office lamps. Office lamp 2 is the blue one. So we're going to do this. Make office lamp 2 red. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. And all you needed is a 5070 Ti, and it responds really quickly. Make office lamp 2 blue. Wow, that responds really quick. Make office lamp 2 orange. So the reason I'm going to try orange right now is because orange consistently fails via Siri. Yep, it's green. Okay, so for some reason, something here is interpreting orange as green. Let's see how much. Make the light warmer and less green. How much, like... Oh shit, it works. That's much better than Siri. Give him an impossible color. What's an impossible color? Rainbow? Make the light rainbow? It seems the rainbow color might not be... Oh, sorry, friends. Here. It seems a rainbow color might not be supported by the current lighting system. Let me try setting a vibrant multicolor option. Okay, cool. This is much more intelligent than Siri. This is awesome. I have run LLM well on GTX 1080. I feel like the hardware requirement in the market is just to get us to buy more expensive parts for the hype of AI. Yeah. Ask him to remember this as orange. I don't think I can have consistent... context like that, but sure. Remember this color as orange. Because it doesn't have like a database it's storing. I understand you want me to remember it should always be orange. While I can't directly remember this in a persistent way, I'll note that you prefer orange for the office lamp. Whenever you ask me to adjust it, I'll set it to orange. Okay. Set it to blue again. Okay, so now it's off. So I've just cleared context. Don't teach it bad words, lol. Make the... What is it? Office lamp? Office lamp to orange. It's back to the same green as before for context. That doesn't look as green on camera, but also my camera's color is all off, so I need to fix that. Ooh, that is cool. All right. If you can do red for 5 seconds, then another one for 10 and so on. Okay, I like that. I'm going to mix it with brown. Make the lamp brown for 5 seconds, then red for 10, then back to blue. Ah, okay. I can't directly create a timed sequence of color changes. Interesting. So I can't do that. Oh, sorry, friends. I got to take a call. I'll be right back. Hello? Hey. I'm just at the end of stream. What's up? Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. Where do you want to go? They don't look like they've got it open. I think. Okay, sure. All right, love you. Bye. Okay, cool. See if I can store it as a state or preset. Let's see. Can you store state or create presets for me? Is that a thing? But I don't have the ability to create complex automations or store state. So you can turn off, set device states, manage media, handle to-do lists, broadcasting messages. Okay, not really. With a few $1,000s, now we can turn a lamp on by pressing a keyboard 20 times instead of one button. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it beautiful? All we had to do was buy the latest NVIDIA graphics card and then set up a Homelab with multiple devices. I've got a Proxmox machine with an i7 and a NAS. And my lamp can be blue sometimes. Right? HA has helpers to watch or store states, not an AI. Ooh, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, I am impressed with this though. This is pretty cool. I'm quite happy with that. I guess we have to see, because I have some extra hardware, right? Like if we can do a little local AI nonsense on something with a little bit more juice. So, like, what are we running this on right now? I'll do one last test and then we'll call it. But where's my Olama? I'm gonna download like a really small Olama guy, right? So I've got the Quen 3.5. Quen 3.5 Opus Distill. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. So we'll do the Opus Distill. This is the 35 billion though. Let's view all. So it must not be on Olama. It must be on Hugging Face. And can even be orange, dare I say, if you try hard enough. Yeah, you gotta try real. Oh yeah, let's try that thing. Dad mentioned, what if we make it brown? Make desk lamp to brown. Oh, did you guys seen that? That's brown. Hold on. That's brown. Yeah? What do you think? Pretty close, right? It's like almost bang on. Sorry, I'm sitting like a gremlin, and that's why you're only seeing the top of my head. So yeah, that was it doesn't quite understand colors. Anyways, let's download something, and then I gotta get going because my girlfriend is coming home from work, and she won't. The weather is finally nice here in Toronto. Are you gaslighting me? Yeah, maybe. YouTubers gaslighting people? Never, right? They would never do that. Let's try the 2 billion parameter one, nice and small. Give it color codes. Yes, color codes would be the way to go to solve this problem. So we've got the 2 billion. That should be able to run on like just about anything, I imagine. And maybe it's powerful enough for basic stuff like this. So we go admin settings, and then we go models, and then we go manage, and then we pull a model. We can probably pull from Hugging Face, right? This says pull a model from Olama. Can we give it another thing? I don't know. Maybe. To be fair, brown is just orange with different context. He's not wrong. They're not wrong. My bad. I assumed. So, okay, we've got good old 2B now. And let's see. So if we go settings, devices and services, Olama, add a conversation agent, Qwen, boom, assist, submit, finish. Okay. Then we go over, I have to repeat the whole process to myself every time because, you know. Oh, this is version 9B. That's not what I want. I want this one. 2B, add to dashboard. AI, next, add to dashboard. AI dashboard. This guy. Make desk lamp 2 red. It's probably loading it into memory right now. I tried 0.8 billion model. It's blazing fast at answering questions I've never asked. I love that. Okay. Yeah, I can hear my GPU spinning up. Okay, cool. Office lamp 2 has been turned red. Make it blue. That's pretty quick. What time is it? Okay. What's the weather outside? This could dox me. Hold on. Hold on. It might be like, at your latitude and longitude. Like, oh, shit. The weather isn't currently available through my smart home devices. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to figure that out. I wonder if 9B is going to do it. What's the weather? But now I have to wait for it to load up. You should read yourself into RWKV, which is a pure RNN and is a model with performance of ChatGPT, which is awesome. It can run on your phone, so it could be an awesome thing to run with HomeAssistant. That's really cool. All right, so weather isn't working. I'm going to have to figure that out later. RWKV. The best of RNN and Transformer. Great performance, linear time, constant space, no KV cache, fast training, infinite context length, and free text. And it's 100% attention free. And a Linux Foundation AI project. All right, now I'm intrigued. Now I'm very intrigued. That's so cool. I don't know what 100% attention free means. I'm not like deep into the research. Yeah, 9B is definitely overkill. So it sounds like, are you saying that 0.8 is just like, there's no way? It's too dumb? What do we got? Hit visible, enabled, use device area. Okay. Voice assistance. Okay, so we're going to need the... Oh, sorry, friends. So, okay, 2.5B seems to handle basic stuff. Like, can I do turn off office lights? Does it pick up... Yeah, it does. Turn them back on. 0.8 B is too dumb. It will frustrate you. Okay, now I gotta see. I mean, I gotta go soon anyway, so we're not gonna do any real work right now. Might as well do dumb shit like this. Quen 0.8b. At least it'll download quick. RWKV is optimized for both efficacy when it comes to VRAM and RAM. It runs nice on CPU too. Yeah, that could be huge. It's really interesting to see the like AI advancements that come from, like, I don't really care when like OpenAI makes an advancement. It's like, oh, they released a bigger model by burning down the rainforest. Awesome. Right? But when somebody comes out with like, hey, we came up with a way to make this like way more efficient with very similar performance, then I'm intrigued. Like, that's really cool to me. So I don't know. It's just, I'm not impressed by I burned the rainforest down and burned through $80 billion and we managed to make ChatGPT 5.4, which is like slightly smarter than 5.3. It's like, it was cool when ChatGPT, like when GPT 3.0 came out, you know, and you're like, wow, I've never seen anything like this before. This is kind of amazing. And then, you know, performance advancements, like, yeah, they have gotten much better at writing code, for example, but I'm not impressed with like the sort of rate they're improving. I don't know. Solo dev behind it all. Wow. I'm sure the team is bigger now, but still freaking awesome. That is pretty cool. Google recently made a claim of reducing RAM usage by 6. I've heard about that. The KV cache like algorithm thing. Very interesting. Make the desk lamp 2 red. So this is 0.8b. Yeah. Immediately just make desk lamp 2 red. Holy crap. Yep, that's terrible. You're absolutely right. So it seems like 2.5b, or yes, 2b. 2b is going to be enough. Make the desk lamp 2 red. I think it's called office lamp. Yeah, it just manages to pick that up. So 2 billion parameters is probably sufficient. Just whatever. Make the desk lamp 2 blue. It can pick up on rooms, it seems. Desk lamp 2 doesn't exactly match the system's name. Oh, I mean office lamp. Okay, great. So I bet make lamp red. Do you want me to tell you how to fry chickens? I mean, if you're offering like chicken sounds pretty good right now, so could be. Anyways, gang, that's about it. I think what we'll do, maybe next stream, hold on. Where's my guy? My fella. What is the view you guys are getting right now? Oh, mother. Okay, so, I've still got this zimaboard 2, right? Which is an N150 processor. Pretty juicy. Not like crazy, but wouldn't you all be surprised if this couldn't run a 2 billion parameter model? You know, like in CPU. I feel like, I mean, just take the hard drives out, or hell, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what else I'll do with it. Seems like a waste to not use the drives, but we'll see. But so I've still got this. And I can run a 2.5 billion parameter model on it, I bet. And if I could do that, well then I don't feel the need to run a bigger model, you know? Like I'm not going to replace Claude for coding anytime soon. That doesn't seem cost efficient, and I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near the performance I get with Claude, right? So really what we're doing is like HomeAssistant voice, right? We're just making this guy smart, right? We're just doing that. And it can run my lights and probably add to to-do lists just fine. We're not burning down the rainforest to do this, right? It's a nice You get 5 tokens a second at best. Really, that bad, eh? All right. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, yeah, because 5 tokens a second is going to be painfully slow. So I guess we'll need some GPU. Well, quick teaser, by the way. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but there's only 14 of you, so how bad could it be? There's some new Zima stuff coming, and they're sending me some of it, and it's likely to be a little juicier than this. So we might have new toys to play with soon. I think that's all I can say on the matter for now. But I don't know. Apparently they like me, and they still want to work with me, which is great because I really like their stuff. But yeah, maybe whatever new thing they've got going on, I'll be able to run well. I do still want to see if we can get like a couple more tokens a second. I believe you. I do believe you, but I also need to see it for myself just to make sure. All right. Anyways, friends, this has been a lot of fun. I will catch you again next week and all that. When does the embargo end? I don't really know. Like, nobody told me much. They were just like, hey, do you want to work with us again on a thing? And I'm making assumptions about if I'm allowed to talk about it or not. I always err on the side of caution because I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, I started a YouTube channel last year and I've had like 2 sponsors and YouTube comments like destroyed me for one of them. So I don't know what I'm doing. NasCompares.com. Yes, yeah. All right, cool. That is what they're sending my way. So, but I don't know which version I'm getting. I don't know. I'm gonna assume I'm getting like the lower end one. But even with the lower end one, right? I do have a leftover NVIDIA 3070 somewhere. Unfortunately, not with a ton of VRAM in it. Like it's on the lower end of things. Which is, I mean, it's still a 3070. I think it's got like 8 gigs. So it'll do this. It'll do our Quen 3.5 2B. There we go. It'll do that. But it's not going to be like writing code. But again, as we said, it's not really what I'm interested in doing. So cool. All right, gang. Lots of fun. I will catch you again next week. Hopefully this week I actually managed to put out a video or something. I think I'm just gonna do like an unedited video to crack the ice and say hi again, because I keep not doing it. I don't know. I did switch back to full-time work and everything, so it is harder, but no excuses. I should probably make a video. All right.